elusive, unfair, unjust. Now, while Job questions God's sovereignty, he does not eject the doctrine of God's sovereignty. He still believes in it. He's just having a hard time reconciling it with his own personal experience. He fully embraces a worldview where God is absolutely in control, but still God feels distant to him, and Job wishes that God would just kill him already. Now, this may seem hard for you to believe in light of how bad Eliphaz and Bildad were, but the worst counselor is yet to come. A lot of people believe that Zophar might have been the youngest because of the order. Some people believe he might have been the youngest because of how rash and how idiotic his words are. Zophar is a guy who probably thinks that Eliphaz was too soft on Job. He thinks that Bildad started off strong when he called Job out and pointed out that his kids were dead because of his sins. But he also thinks that Bildad probably ended weakly. He needs him to be more direct, more blunt. Now, saying that Bildad needed to be more direct or more blunt is kind of like saying John Pewitz needs to be smarter. Okay, I mean, look, Bildad was direct. He was blunt. Like, how much more direct and smart can you be? Zophar is not going to make the same mistake. He's not going to pull any punches. He's going to be blunt. One scholar says it this way. He says, eschewing all compromise, he sets out to humiliate Job with words of stern rebuke. So look with me in Job chapter 11. Job chapter 11. That ain't me. That's somebody else. And let's just walk through what I'm calling Zophar's pile-on. Okay? Zophar is piling on to Job. He says a couple of things to Job. First, I want you to see, he says, Job, you're a fool. Job, you're a fool. Verses 1 through 3. Then Zophar the Naamathite answered and said, should a multitude of words go unanswered and a man full of talk be judged right? Should your babble silence men? And when you mock, shall no one shame you? Wow. I mean, I told you Zophar is blunt. Let's unpack how blunt he is. In verse 2, he calls Job a man full of talk. In the original Hebrew, it literally reads a man of lips. What he's saying is, man, you got a lot of things to say. Which reminds me of some of the things that the Proverbs say. In Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 8, we're told the wise of heart will receive commandments, but a babbling fool will come to ruin. Be careful if you're a really talkative person. You might wind up being a babbling fool. Later on,